XOXO, got the girl. Pose. Audra at Home is filmed in front of a live Pitbull audience. Good morrow and merry meet. My name is Audra and you are in for a treat. All right, so we're going to ignore the fact that for no apparent reason I am dressed like a 90s lesbian and move on. I'm aware. I'm aware of the situation. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Appreciate you. All right, so today I wanted to talk about something that I have actually already filmed a video for, howsomever. That video was all over the place because I was trying to put on makeup and talk about this thing, and I feel like I was going absolutely nowhere. So today I wanted to talk about, is it a drama channel or is it a commentary channel? Now, first of all, to get started, this is not to be negative or nasty towards either side of the equation. I just wanted to kind of break down the difference between them because, I don't know, because I want to. It's my channel. I'm going to do what the hell I want. So there. All right. So first of all, what is a drama channel and a commentary channel? A drama channel is a channel that provides information regarding any kind of scandal or outrage or beef or illegal crimes committed in the YouTube sphere. A large amount of them focus on beauty, but that's not all that they focus on. Commentary channels tend to do the same thing, and they both do that, actually. Let me just say it. Both of them tend to do this thing. There is a difference though between them. So for me, with a drama channel, I feel like the thumbnails are very sensational. They're very bright. They almost look like, you know, the comic books where it's like, pow, you know, they almost look like that. They almost like have very, oh, are you getting more snuggly? Okay. They have very bright, exciting thumbnails with clickbait titles designed to pull you, the viewer, in. You know, it usually has the parties involved in some unflattering looking positions, pictures where they look mad or angry or upset, irritated, and it's like outlined. It's a whole to-do. Whereas commentary channels tend to, even if they have a clickbaity title or something, they tend to have a thumbnail that's more about the commentary person who's going to be speaking on the issue, with maybe a little bit of the actual creators in the background, but a lot of times not exactly that. They tend to have a little bit more of a muted style on their thumbnails. It's not like super bright. It's not like punchy. It's interesting, right? It may be arranged in an interesting way. It usually tends to catch the presenter like mid-sentence, like, you know, things like that in their thumbnail. And I think it's in how the content is presented that really makes the difference. So for me, my opinion, because this is my opinion, I find that drama channels are presenting the information in almost an hour by hour, minute by minute as to what's happening, what's going on, who said what, with very little fanfare. And also the length of the videos tend to be exponentially shorter. There's not a lot of deep diving into anything. There's just a quick video that pops up and tells you what's going on. Before drama channels got really, really big off of the beauty community drama, I feel like there was also not a lot of their faces. It was all a voice with a lot of pictures and background and music, just kind of showing you what's going on. They would throw up the tweets and be like, guess who Audra is shading now? And then they would show like the tweet of me, like, quote unquote, subtweeting somebody. Not that I would, I don't have time for subtweeting. Thank you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And I'll just tell you I don't like you. It's fine. Anyway, but they would have that information up. They would show the tweet, they would show people's responses, and then they would just be like, now everybody is speculating that Audra is talking about so-and-so, and it would be like a whole thing. Audra's talking about Bo, and they are having a beef. It doesn't look like we're having a beef right now. It looks like he is comfortably happy sitting next to me, which is why I fell on this couch, and that's why there's a blanket, BT dubs, because he has an enormous amount of shedding, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get all his fur out of the couch so it can be comfortable for me too. His hair is prickly. Anywho's it's. And that's how those went. That is how a lot of those videos went. It was like a quick presentation between 11 and 15 minutes long. Very few of those videos were longer than 20 minutes, and they're just giving you updates as it's happening. Whereas a commentary channel will see a situation unfold. And again, my opinion, commentary channels will see a situation unfold, and rather than immediately jumping to and making a video and being like, guess what happened? Audra is shading Bo. They tend to wait for the situation to play out before weighing in. And I find that these two approaches are completely different. I think that one is actually trying to just get the information out there and give you the information, and that does get views. We're not going to lie about that. It does get views. They're trying to be first on the scene. You know, they're Courtney Cox and Scream.
If I'm right about this, I could save a man's life. Do you know what that could do for my book sales?
Commentary channels are, you know, I don't want to say some of the people who are big now because, like, I guess we would say commentary channels would be more on the Oprah side.
You ready? Before we get into it,
Oprah has their problems anyways, but they would be more on the Oprah side where they're really waiting for all the information to come out, and then they're going to weigh in on it, and they're going to present all of the information that they have at this point in time, talk about the situation, and then they're also going to talk about, like, while they're talking about it, they're going to talk about why I may have done this. Like, they would be like, so as many of you may have heard, Audra has, you know, some beef with Bo, and, you know, my opinion is that, you know, da 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 da. And they're really going to interject their opinion into how they feel that everything is happening. They're going to have thoughts on what the situation is. I would say out of the two, listen, there are going to be exceptions, but I would say that drama channels tend to try to stay more just providing information, where commentary channels are definitely interjecting exactly their opinion, how they feel about things, and where they stand on the situation, right? Whereas a lot of times drama channels tend to just be throwing that information out there. Not some of them will interject their opinion, but a lot didn't, especially in the beginnings of everything. That has certainly changed now. And it's also just like the content, the way that the content is presented, you actually see with the commentary channel, like I'm doing commentary now, you would see me sitting here talking about things, maybe popping up clips and popping up information as we go along, but it's going to be me talking about it, and you're going to see me. I am not a voiceless, or excuse me, I am not a faceless entity whom you don't know reporting on things, which is kind of nice, right? I actually kind of miss the days where drama channels were just voices. And I think it makes a big difference, right? When it's just a voice, I think it's easier to remain impartial because people can't actually see you. So because they're not looking at you specifically for that information and for your opinion, I find that it's probably easier to be impartial, because I'm going to tell you, if I'm honest, if I could sit and talk about things with just doing a voiceover and having a bunch of pictures up and not me, I think it would be significantly easier for me to not only be impartial, but to also just like present the information and move along, right? Whereas with commentary, I do have to be more careful about what I'm saying and how I'm saying it, because I'm also saying this is how I feel, and I agree with or disagree with this thing, and I'm putting my face out there with my belief system in the hope that I am on the right side of what I believe. I think another big difference is that with drama channels, they tend to be asking us, the viewer, for our opinion. They tend to lay out all the information and go, what do you think? Do you think da 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 da, or do you think da 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 da? Whereas commentary channels will tell you their opinion, and they'll still say, like, we can discuss in the comments, blah, 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 but their opinion is very well known. Commentary channels that I'm sure you're all aware of, it's going to be like Amanda Beebe, you're going to have Nappy Headed Jojoba, my friend T, you're also going to have Smoky Glow Hannah. You're going to have a lot of channels that specifically sit there, talk through the situation, and let you know as they go along what happened, why it happened. It's not just so-and-so did this, and then so-and-so did this, and then so-and-so did this. It's, okay, so what happened last week, I'm sure you're all aware, is that Audra had, a situation with Beau where it looked like they were uncomfortable with each other. And for whatever reason, it's probably because Beau was licking his asshole while Audra was filming. And Audra felt like it was disrespectful. And so Audra sent out this sub-tweet saying, "At least I don't lick my asshole when you are filming." Anyway, but I feel like when I'm watching a commentary channel, I don't feel like I have to figure out what side of the fence the commentator is on. I don't have to like figure out like, oh, is Amanda for or against the situation? Like Amanda's gonna tell me how they feel about it, and it's gonna be very quick and well, not quick, but it's going to be very apparent that Amanda feels positively, negatively, or indifferent about the situation. It's the same with Hannah. You're going to feel that these people have a vested interest. And I think that that's important because we're talking about things from our point of view as well. And that's a big thing that I enjoy about commentary channels, is because for me, it's easier for me to determine which creators I want to watch, right? I want to watch creators that tend to have my same point of view. Human nature, let's be honest. I mean, I know that there are people who will go out and seek information from varying other sources to like get the whole picture and see the other side of the fence. I don't care about your side of the fence. I'm so sorry. Especially if it's any of the icks or isms. If you're not on, like, I don't care. If you don't believe that the icks and isms are bad, I can't really, I don't care what you think. So, but there are people who will do that, right? They'll go out and like look at all this stuff. For me, it's easier for me to watch content where I know that the person, feels the same way I do, but they might have a different point of view for why they feel that way. And they may point out things that I didn't originally think about. Whereas I find that when I am watching a drama channel, first of all, if I'm really honest, it's because, I want them jelly beans, I want the jelly beans and the popcorn and the Whoppers. I want all the junk, and I want it to be fast. I just want to, I just want to indulge myself in that. And I don't really want to hear the whole to-do. The to-do is for my shower. The quick hit is for walking Beau. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that lets me know when the video is over. It's like, okay, we're done with this walk for the day. It's too damn hot. Let's move, right? And I also want to talk, like, I'm getting into it, like why we watch them. One, we're curious. We are all curious creatures. Everyone is curious. And there is an element of YouTube celebrity. That's true. We have different levels of celebrity. I believe that anyway. Everybody doesn't have to. I think that there are different levels of celebrity. Just like there's a difference between a television actor being a celebrity versus a film actor being a celebrity. And then they like may switch into each other's worlds, and that's fine. And then, we have tiers, like an A-list celebrity versus a D-list celebrity. So YouTube celebrity has its own rhythm as well, right? And it's interesting to find out about people to a degree. It's interesting, right? It's kind of fun, and you get to peek into somebody's life, and you get to peek into what's happened. And I think even better as viewers, we get to kind of and really find out if that creator is who we thought they were, right? There are times when we end up finding out that some creators just really aren't who we thought they were.
What? I thought I knew you.
We may have thought that they were on our side, or that they cared about the issues that we cared about. And then we had to find out, like, just kidding, they don't. And it doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on, right? If you're conservative and they are liberal and you don't like that, you didn't know that, now you do, maybe you stop watching. If you're liberal leftist and you are watching somebody and you thought that they were at least in the middle or on your side of the fence and they're not, you may stop watching. And I think that that is a big difference with looking at a commentary channel, is because they're very much interjecting their real life, their values, their moral compass into what they're talking about, right? And whether you agree or not isn't, going to necessarily affect how they feel about it. They're still going to feel the way that they're going to feel. Whereas with a drama channel, it's going to be a little bit more fluffy, a little bit more fun, a little bit more exciting. It's going to be punchy and you know, sassy and, you know, all of these things, right? Not saying commentary isn't sassy, but it's not going to be these like quick, punchy, like one-liners and being fun and funny, because there's a portion of it where you're also trying to like look at a situation seriously. But why we watch them is just because we're curious. We're curious. We want to know. I want to know why this happened. I want to know why these two people who used to be the bestest of friends aren't the bestest of friends anymore, especially if I watch both of them and I'm like, oh my God, Mom, Dad, stop fighting. I don't want to have to split holidays. Come on, y'all.
You're tearing me apart!
So, and then we just try to figure out which side of the fence we need to be on, and, you know, or we just stay on both sides of the fence and we're like, whatever. But I feel like a lot of times it's just a good time. It's also a stress reliever. We spend a lot of our times living very stressful lives, especially today in this entire pandemonium. It's very stressful. Like going outside is stressful. Dealing with your everyday is stressful. Dealing with your jobs, working from home, paying bills, like all of this stuff is really stressful, and it's kind of nice to like come and settle into somebody else's bullshit, you know? It's good. And I am definitely going to say that one isn't better than the other. Drama channels aren't necessarily better than commentary channels, and commentary channels aren't necessarily better than drama channels. I do think that there are different creators who have a knack for it, and other creators who have a knack for embellishing it. I also think that drama channels as a general rule are sliding out of favor, and a large portion of that is in relation to the decline in views of beauty YouTube. I knew you were like, Audra, are you ever going to talk about that again? I am. Here it is. But I do think that one of the reasons that drama channels are kind of on the decline while commentary channels are on the rise, and have continued to be, you have, you know, D'Angelo Wallace there as well. But I think that commentary channels are going up on the rise away from drama channels, specifically because, one, the beauty community, that the drama of, as we've said before, and I've said before, and I say we because Emily and I have talked about this in live streams, but the drama started being like legal, like illegal things were happening. SA was happening. And we were all kind of like, people just started shrinking back from it. You know how like when a spider dies and its little legs just go like that? So we kind of all like shrunk back from that. And I feel like a lot more creators just started to keep their shit to a minimum. And because of that, if there's no drama, then there's no drama. The thing is, as a commentary channel, you don't have to just talk about what's going on in the beauty community. You can comment on anything you want to. Is there a movie you want to talk about? I do, and I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, we're going to talk about the movie Val, so get yourselves together. Go watch it. I'm giving you a heads up so that you're prepared. Watch the movie Val so we can talk about it. It's on Amazon Prime. But there is a very distinct feeling that when you're doing commentary, you're not just hemmed in specifically to any one community. You can just do like commentary on film, and that's your whole thing. Commentary on film and television, you can do that. There's tons of film and television to do commentary on, much like Horror Hollinger. But you could also just do commentary for everything and anything. Now, the thing about that too is that it does change your views, right? You're gonna run into the situation where you're gonna talk about something that maybe you only care about. But I think the cool thing about commentary and in general is that you do have the ability to just kind of spread your wings, enjoy yourself, make content you want to make, and you kind of temper that, right? You're like, let me talk about the thing that makes everybody happy, but also I want to talk about the thing that makes me happy, and then talk about the thing that makes kind of both of us happy, right? Whereas with drama channels, one, if there's no drama, you don't have a video. And the thing is, a lot of your old videos aren't clickable again unless something new happens, right? So if the faux drama that I just made up between myself and Beau Bear, if that faux drama dies off and nothing is happening, and that was like the big drama, like nobody's gonna go and click on that video 3 months later if nothing's happening between us. Like if we're still good, we're still friends, he's still lying down next to me snoring softly, then it doesn't matter, right? Very few of us are going to go back and click on those kind of old drama videos to figure out what's happened. Whereas commentary, I will go back and watch a lot of old commentary, and I think a lot of it is just because of like how it's presented, that the information has more than just that one snippet of drama. It can also be including, why this did this. Like when you talk about a creator or something, and you're like, how this creator ruined the community as a whole. Like, okay, cool. I can go back and watch that. That's a clickable video. That's something for me to, watch again at a later date and time. Because of the fact that, like, one, a lot of times on commentary channels, if I'm listening, which I'm sure several of you are probably just like listening to this in the background while you wash your brushes or do your laundry or wash your dog or don't wash your cat. I hear they don't like that. But you have me on in the background, and sometimes you might miss stuff. So you'll be like, oh, wait, what? And you'll sometimes be in the comments, be like, wait, when did they say this? You'll go back and watch it. We have a tendency to kind of go back and relive commentary because it's not sensational. That's how I feel. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but I feel like it's just like not sensational. And it's not a quick snippet. It's an overarching, entire, complete picture of a situation, and less of like a, hey, guess what happened today? And you're like, okay, well, all right. I just don't find that those videos are clickable again. The only time that those videos become clickable again is when something happens. So if the drama between me and Bo just flared back up because he's left, and it was like, did y'all see? Bo left Audra in the middle of a filming session. Yeah, it's pretty rough. When that comes up, then those old videos might become relevant again. People might go back, watch those videos, and like that's the only time that I go back and click on older drama videos. I don't go back and click on them now. I don't care. If nothing's happening now, I don't care. Where I feel like commentary channels can just kind of like live through this test of time. And on top of that, it's not just quote unquote drama. Like I said, it's also going to be commentary on varying different things. Television shows, movies, how they felt about this book, how they felt about this album, right? And you can go back and click that, and that will still be a good time for you. Whenever you get that album, whenever you get that book, whenever you watch that movie, it'll be fun to watch again later. So that is also one of the reasons, to close this out, why we are experiencing a decline in viewership for the beauty community, is because the drama isn't popping anymore, and a lot of it was just too much. But also because a lot of the people who were doing beauty drama channels, or DCs, as they're known amongst the cool kids, just kidding. That was sad. I'm sorry. Moving more into a commentary space and away from the drama, I think it's going to help bring down some of the kind of negative perception of the community. But I also think that viewership wise, because there's not a lot of like bickering, snipping, fighting, bitching, moaning, attacking, and beefing, that's changed things. There are people who maybe did get started doing commentary and who are going to doing drama channels, and are going to come back and do, commentary. And side note, let's be real about the amount of sensationalism and negativity that drama channels can bring to the community. I mean, some people got big because of the fact that drama in the beauty community hit the national stage in America. The drama was on CNN. So now that has died down, those same drama channels don't have anything to talk about that was at that level. And I think that that's also changed that. Back to the video. I also think that there were people who did drama channels, like Ashley Kyle has made that known a few times, that they just felt like it wasn't great for their mental health. It wasn't great for them as a person. And there is a feeling that there were creators, not a feeling, I can't say for sure it's a fact because it is hearsay, but a lot of times you saw that beauty creators were sliding into the DMs of drama channels to provide information. And I feel like that is kind of where that level of trust kind of started to die, because they're just sliding into DMs. And we started to see this later as things started to unfold, where it was like, oh, well, so-and-so is the main person who does this. And it's like, yeah, but you're still reporting on things. So it's like, yes, no. Yes, no. So it feels like that was a way for a lot of beauty channels to become relevant at one point, was to have information regarding things going on in the beauty community that they were sliding off to drama channels. And as you know, people like Ashley Kyle have said, regardless of how you feel about them, but that it just wasn't good for them. Your mental health kind of suffers. The way that you have to be awake all the time to be a drama channel, it feels like you have to be awake for all the drama. You have to have all these alerts going. I still remember back when I watched The Viewer's Voice, I still remember that when, I can't remember which Dramageddon was going on, but I swear to you, oh boy had a video up. It felt like every 45 minutes to an hour because something changed. I feel like that's going to be taxing. It's got to be very, very stressful. And I think that there's a level of, if you want to continue in the sphere of drama channels, I really think that you're going to have like several, like Peter Mon does, several different things going on. At that point, I think it would almost be better to have like a condensed version of what's happening, because I don't feel like there's enough really happening to keep that moving. And I also think just as creators in this world, we realized very quickly, like, this is getting out of hand and we don't want to be a part of it. And I don't want to grow based off of negativity, because when you do, we see what happens. We see what happens. Whereas if you do commentary, again, you don't have to stay in that realm. You don't have to report on all of the nastiness that's happening. And if you find that there's something going on, sir. Whereas with commentary channels, you can make executive decisions on whether or not you're going to talk about something. If, like for me, talking about SA is really not my favorite. I think it's nobody's favorite, but I have survived that or existed through it, whatever you want to call it. And I don't really want to like have conversations, large and long conversations about that. So if somebody has experienced that and it's involved in a story that isn't tea or drama, I don't necessarily, I would not really be talking about that. Sir, are you going to say something? Because it looks like you're about to talk. It looks like you're about to talk. Not me. All right, any whoozits? But with commentary channels, you have the freedom. I feel like you have significantly more freedom to decide that you're not going to talk about something. Whereas with commentary channels, I feel like you have the ability to just be like, I cannot talk about this because of this reason, right? And people tend to respect that and leave you alone about talking about it. But I think with drama channels, once you get into this, oh God, dude. Listen, I'm gonna have to finish this video because Bo really wants all of my attention. But the main thing here is I just think that both can be taxing on your mental health. However, I do feel like drama channels are very taxing on your mental health, in the sense of, I feel like that side of the world only truly gets the best views when it's something kind of negative or sensational. Whereas commentary, you can kind of keep like steady and have spikes. And you can, again, like I said before, make executive choices. I hope you're okay. Make executive choices on what it is that you're going to discuss. And if there are things that are not within your realm to talk about emotionally and mentally, you just don't have to. And you make a statement saying, I'm not going to. So yeah. Also, I don't feel like there's near the pressure for people in commentary to report on each other. So for instance, if drama happens within the drama channels, or somebody within the drama channel community does or says something, the expectation that they be as vicious towards each other is very, very high. Whereas with commentary channels, you can just exist in the same world, with the exception of, there's always gonna be exceptions, but you can exist in the same world and not feel like you have to comment on it, whether or not you kind of know them a little bit or whatever. But I do feel like with drama channels, there is this insistence, it kind of sharks in the water, for like sharks with blood in the water, becomes this sensation that like, you must report on this situation. So yeah. All right, back to the video. So if you're wondering, is it a drama channel or is it a commentary channel? One, you're gonna probably look at the thumbnail. Two, you're probably gonna see the length of the video. If it's relatively short, it's more than likely going to be drama and less likely to be commentary. It's also going to be more than likely asking you for your opinion and not very clearly stating theirs, just kind of presenting some information and letting you do with it what you will. Sometimes it might have a bias, sometimes it might not, but it is what it is. It's almost impossible not to have a bias because of who you are as a person. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Bo's butt. And most importantly, remember that there's nothing wrong with you watching either one of them. If you're entertained, if it's something that you use to like de-stress, relax, enjoy your day, there's nothing wrong with you enjoying watching either one of those. I tend to prefer commentary for the most part, but I am a human being. I am a nosy, messy. I'm also noisy. That's true. I'm a noisy, nosy, messy human being. And I do enjoy being a part of mess as long as I am not the mess. If I'm not in the mess, I'm gonna watch the mess. Okay? All right. That's it. That's the video. Today, just for anyone who cares, we're going to do a quick little makeup corner I have on the Valentino foundation. Let me know if you want me to talk about it. We'll probably do it live. I'm going to start doing more live makeup videos. It's been a while. I just started a new job. Give me some grace. But yeah, I have all of the things. I'll put a little stupid picture up of all the things on my face. A stupid picture. I'll put up a picture of all the things on my face today. And, you know, thank you to the Collective Cosmetics for the highlight and the eye makeup I have on today. It's pretty exciting. I'm like, look at me. Oh, they sent that in PR. It's very exciting. All right, that's it. That is the video. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up so then that way the algorithm goddess can do what she does best, which is push me further down in the algorithm so that I can continue to do whatever the fuck I want to. And as usual, huge shout out to my patrons and spooky bays. Yeah. Without y'all, I would not be able to continue making the content that I enjoy making or having such fun movie nights. The Vin Diesel summer is going strong, as well as, you know, our horror movies. I'm looking forward to October because I have so much planned. All right. And y'all definitely keep the bats in the belfry and the spiders firmly ensconced in their webs. For all of you who like, share, and comment on this video, I appreciate you as well. It costs $0 to be kind. Don't get stepped on, just be kind, because it's so good for your soul until it's time not to be kind, in which case you are welcome to unleash the can of whoop ass. And if you don't take care of your soul, I'm sure shit coming for yours. Until next time, XOXO, Gothic girl. Did you overlick yourself? Because this only happens when you get too vigorous. But I can't stop laughing now. Please hold while I get him together. Sir, pick a spot to be. I tell you every day not to overlick yourself. I tell you every day. I say, Bo, stop licking. You've gone too far. This is why I give you the brush. Nope, not right there. Not right there. Okay, I'll still pet you. I'm petting you. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, it's really hot. Let me finish. I'm like, I would finish this faster and like be able to snuggle you if you would stop interrupting. Do you know that? Bo, hey, bro. It's not his asshole. It's his thigh. I don't look very gothic in my fucking plaid farmer shirt.